All right, everyone, we're here to watch The Mandalorian. We stayed up super late. The episode finally dropped. We had some tech issues on Disney Plus. This timer right up in the corner here is going to show you where we are at in the episode so you guys can zoom ahead, see reactions to what I'm guessing is going to be a jam-packed episode, season finale of season 2. Oh my goodness, I am ready. So I'm going to start this right now. I've got some people on chat with me right now. Darklight Gaming, Gridden, Gooba, Hitman, Homeslice, and Pink Ranger Gaming all in here right now. Are you guys ready to start this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
go.
It will be
Ready.
off screen because obviously for copyright issues, I can't show the episode. So you guys need to fill in the episode part of it on your end, and I will watch it here. It will be silent, and the timer will show me where we are at. Okay, here we go. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, start it. Oh. Yes, please,
Goosebumps.
Bo-Katan in the episode.
Ugh. You know they wouldn't show her right now if she wasn't in it.
Agreed.
But it is recap the entire episode, so or season.
Darklight, you're making a lot of noise, FYI.
It's my popcorn. I'm sorry.
Rip Razor Crest. Oh, let's freaking go. That was such an awesome scene right there where he said that.
The repetition was
Yeah.
key.
So good. But the subtle changes were.
Yeah. It
Such
meant
a
something totally
boost.
different. Wow. Right away. Sassy. This is where having Slave One benefits you. Awesome. That was an awesome shot of Slave One right there.
That was sweet.
Clones confirmed. Oh!
My. What a
that
sight.
scene
What a shot.
was awesome.
What a
Let's
shot.
freaking go,
Goosebumps.
guys! And Pink Ranger, the rescue. Okay, I like that optimism.
The first commentary on the populations of the star bases.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, I mean, that's a common theme with The Mandalorian, is making you rethink how you view certain populations or certain events in Star Wars history.
The Empire did nothing wrong, guys.
What planet is this?
That's a Mandalore ship.
That is a
It's the
Mandalorian
Mandalore
ship.
ship.
This is gonna be Bo-Katan.
Oh.
Yeah, here comes Bo-Katan.
He's rallying the troops for an assault.
There she is. My girl.
I really dig Boba's kind of like half suit
I know, me
thing going
too.
on there.
Yeah.
Looks so sweet.
The new paint job is sick too. Ooh. Ooh. SYJ, maybe this is Lothal. It kind of did look like Lothal.
That was quite the insult.
What a call in.
That's where the wrestling comes in.
That fight scene was great.
That was sweet.
like Pershing. My man. She freaking is Bo-Katan.
A real skink.
Real skink in the scuff
That
pie.
was quite the yeah. Do you guys think that the reason Mando cares so much about Grogu is he sees himself in him?
Maybe. Is this the
Like,
first time
his
we've seen
situation?
Slave 1 in hyperspace?
Think so?
So
It's pretty sick. Mm.
Until Mandalorian, I never knew that TIE fighter wings can fold up and extend. We're coming in hot.
nice landing.
This is about to get real awesome.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
Yes.
Oh, these guys are gonna be so sick.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
like
I
be
both
want them in
fight.
game now.
terrified and so excited all at once.
Yeah, it's gonna be seeing.
Oh, look at that shot!
The Iron Man of the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him, Mando.
like he's armed and ready for a duel.
Oh yeah, he's got that spear.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see that spear against Darksaber in this episode.
I love how much like inside ship footage we're getting. Like that's like the first time we
yeah.
saw like the inside of Slave One, some of those ships, these cruisers. Like it's so cool.
And they hold on the scenes. Like they got 47 minutes, and yet they still took that time to like hold there.
Yeah, the volumes that they recorded make it so much better for them to do all this stuff.
Oh, that was
Man.
so good.
Those poor stormtroopers.
Dave Filoni knows how to make Mandalorians look amazing. Oh gosh. I love that. It's almost like an Apollo launch.
I want them to say meat bags so bad.
What a shot.
I like
Peekaboo.
Finnick.
Oh yeah. All these characters need to be in the game, dude. All of these people here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mando and the ladies. Here it comes.
That
I'm sorry, I love that
It's-
character.
was
It's no
so
Bubba
Cara
stuff,
Dune.
but it works.
Like she's
She's
just
so
it's just
true to herself.
yeah, it's so realistic for that character to like do that. Like you can believe it.
I don't see how they're going to compete with those Dark Troopers.
It's kind of a race against the clock. They really can't.
Unless someone else were to show up.
Nope.
Oh dear. Oh.
Mm.
Not going according to plan. Oh, only one got out. Oof.
Oh.
Beskar though. It's not doing anything to it.
Nobody's
my
going into the wall.
Beskar.
Yeah. It's holding out for him though. This is like Mecha Darth Vader.
Oh, that shot is dope. What do you even beat these guys with?
A lot of force they don't have.
Here comes the Beskar spear.
Whistling
It's
birds, let's go.
They're not gonna do anything.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a headshot it.
Oh,
I don't know if that's going to work
Oh,
against all of them.
really?
Oh!
You're telling me
He did that!
You're telling me they don't have mag locks?
That seems like a pretty big design flaw.
Yeah, you're telling me they don't have mag locks on their feet or something?
Excuse me. Okay, I'm digging Cara Dune in this episode. That was awesome.
I've liked her consistently.
For sure.
I just think it's awesome that this whole female cast right here just took out
Yeah.
an entire ship.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they're doing
Selby,
characters
I do
right.
think they should be able to fly in space, so I don't think those Dark Troopers are gone. They're just delayed.
No, they're coming back for sure.
Oh, for sure. There's no way they're getting taken out that easy.
Oh, Daddy is so mad. He is so mad. Yes! Oh, no!
Oh,
Oh, no.
there's your stakes right there.
Oh.
Save me, Dad!
Oh.
Those little handcuffs.
How do they have handcuffs that size?
It's a trap. No way.
What?
It's a trap.
What?
He's way calculating.
Called it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, what was that, Darklight, about not seeing a spear fight this episode?
Oh, don't even.
Shh, you guys shut up. Oh, this is so sick. Yes. We're halfway through the episode.
Interesting. Yeah, they're doing a lot in a short amount of time.
I feel like Endgame, where we killed Thanos in the first 5 minutes.
He looks so cool wielding the dark saber.
It's gonna happen next.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that we don't know.
She's gonna feel like she needs to find Mando now.
He's got a card to play. Gideon's got a card to play. He's way too smart.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
So it's senses.
No, it's pride. It's Mandalorian
Oh.
pride.
Oh, it's like they're hard coded and not.
Yeah,
Here come the dark troopers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't that easy to get rid of them. Yep. They do have a dark saber now, though.
Uh-oh. Don't leave him. He doesn't
Maybe
buy it.
Maybe Grogu's gonna force crush some of them.
They don't need a nap. Ludwig
And
Göransson
Grogu
is
is best.
killing this episode.
I just don't know if I can take it if there's a whole year where Mando and his kid aren't together.
Prepare for it. I think it's happening.
2020 was bad enough on Disney. Don't do that to us.
Showdown time.
that reminds me of Boondock Saints right there.
Boondock Saints was a weird movie.
Yes, it was.
Punch.
It was great though.
They look a little bit like Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Yeah. Kind of like that movie with Real Steel.
Real Steel. I was just gonna say that.
Hugh Jackman's gonna show up controlling him.
Mm.
I think the child's gonna wreck these robots.
I don't know.
I think he will.
He
And
gets too
Grogu-
tired after using the Force, though. I don't think he can handle it.
He'll get a couple of them. They'll kill a couple of the dark saber, or something's gonna stop it from happening.
Oh wait, it's about to end anticlimactically, maybe?
Yep, probably.
With
yep.
someone higher up appearing?
Shh.
Oh, rebel, rebellion, or republic.
Who's in the X-wing?
I think we all know who's in the X-wing.
No, no idea.
Shh.
Oh,
Shh.
It's someone big. He senses it.
Who is it?
Who is it? Oh my gosh.
Are they going to pull a Vader move?
No.
Shh.
Who's here?
Shh. Everyone, be quiet.
Are they not going to show us?
I said everyone be quiet.
Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, who is it? Oh, he's scared. Oh, it's a green saber. Who is it? Is it Ezra or is it Luke? Oh, this scene is amazing. Oh, it's Luke. He just went for the kid. Oh, look at Grogu. He's like one of me. Oh my gosh, this scene is so good. Oh. Oh. But what does that mean for Mando and the child? They did it. Oh, man. Oh, what a moment. Wow. Ah! Yes! Freaking R2, baby! Come on! Oh, man. I'm dead. Guys, I'm dead. Oh, the music is so good in this episode. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hearing after credits. I'm hearing after credits. So I'm gonna nobody say anything in the chat. We'll watch all of the credits and let that come. Sounds like there's a lot there. Also, I'm gonna let the my guests that I have, I I did mute them and I muted myself so they can't hear me. It got so intense I just needed to be alone for the end of that. We'll bring them back in here in just a second. Oh my gosh. I want to cry. Part of me feels like I I want to cry. That scene was just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And he took his helmet off for him. And just the bond that exists between those two, and the music and the acting is just too much. I thought I wouldn't like Luke showing up. And I actually really liked it. My biggest question is what comes next? Because of it. Because I really feel like The Mandalorian is a story of Din Djarin and Grogu. I feel like that's what the story is. And so season 3, I just don't know where we go from here. But that scene, the way they filmed that, the way they revealed it, the emotion, the intensity, that might be the best Star Wars I've ever seen. That was electrifying. Oh. We are staying on. There's a post-credit scene. It sounds like. Please no spoilers in the chat. I'm not there yet. Looks like it could end up being a lengthy one. Because the episode was 40-something minutes. Or 47 minutes, I think. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Looks like we're on Tatooine. Post-credits. Jabba. Oh, Gamorrean guards. That guy would be in charge now. Finnick, my girl. We want the Rancor. Just kidding, he died. He needs to clip his fingernails. I'm the captain now. All right. So is Boba going to step into a villain role? The Book of Boba Fett. Coming December 2021. What is the book? Is that like a separate show that they just confirmed? Did they just confirm a separate show? Is that what they did? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to bring in everyone else and chat a little bit about this. All right, everyone. I'm here now. I'm sorry. It got so intense. I had to mute you guys and mute myself and just enjoy it by myself.
Okay, we were talking.
I understood.
What a moment.
I'm literally speechless.
I
I
did not want Luke to come into this, okay? I actively campaigned against it, and the way they did it, I am so awestruck by that
Yeah.
scene, the emotion, the way they brought it forward, and I just feel like that is the best
Yeah.
Star Wars I've seen in a very long time, and I've seen a lot of good Star Wars recently.
Mhm.
I've never
They
teared
brought
up at any
justice to
sort
bringing
of
him
like
in.
media, TV show, movie. I literally was tearing up. I've never done that before.
I was choking
emotional
up.
too. I was emotional too, and I've never done that for Star Wars really.
No, I've never done that for any movie or anything. Period. Like ever.
That was
I'm
okay.
just like speechless.
So that was CGI, Luke, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
with
he
Mark
did the
Hamill.
voice.
Was anyone else hoping it was Sebastian Stan?
I bet they cast Sebastian Stan now that the secret's out. Like, I bet they didn't cast him because otherwise it would have gotten out.
well, on the credits, we didn't see.
It gave a random name. It wasn't Sebastian Stan. It said
No,
Jedi.
No, we saw Mark Hamill on the
I saw Mark Hamill in
I
the
saw
credits.
Mark Hamill. He did the voice. He didn't do like the
yeah, he did the voice.
the fight scene. He's a little too big for that.
I think
He's older.
I think that they're gonna cast Sebastian Stan now that people know. I think they didn't cast him because otherwise the casting would have got out. It would have
Yeah.
spoiled the surprise.
What show
did
do you think
CGI
he might
so it
go
would be a
into,
surprise.
though?
So here's the
Oh my
question
God.
I have, and we'll talk about it more tomorrow. But where does the show go from here? Because Grogu is now with Luke. There's so much resolution there.
Yeah, I thought we weren't going to get that.
A lot of
I had no idea.
resolution. And a big thing is you've got the tension now between Mando and Bo-Katan over the Darksaber. That's definitely going to need to be addressed. But I also
It's
I don't feel like the
Neither one silent or
Mandalorian.
Cubs.
I don't feel like this show continues without Grogu and Din. Does it? We don't
I
just
think-
leave Grogu behind.
I know.
Maybe
I think for a while he's going to be trained and then come back to
I think that they're
Mando.
gonna do a split show.
Yeah.
They do a thing where half of each episode, or maybe every other episode's focused on Grogu and Luke. And
Maybe.
then the other half is focused on Mando.
We might see a lot more Luke. We might see a
Yeah.
lot of the origin of Luke's Jedi Order, and we might see little Kylo Ren.
I don't want them to do that to this show though. It
I
should
really
not-
hope they
Kylo
don't.
Ren
should not
would be a
shift to that.
toddler. He'd be like 3 years old right now, though.
He's a little bit older than that actually, I think.
Well,
He's more
this
like
is-
7 or something.
This show has already made a few connections to the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, but I don't want them to focus so hard on Jedi and his training
Well, see,
stuff.
here's
like-
so that's I feel that way, yes, but I also felt like I didn't want to see Luke at all.
I think it was a great
They
way to have
changed
him
my
show
mind.
up.
I didn't want to
but-
see him either.
They changed my mind. I didn't want to see him, but now I wouldn't change anything about that episode. Nothing.
But should the
I didn't-
Mandalorian become about him though? That's the problem.
To be honest, when I first saw the
showing
X-Wing-
that wouldn't make it about him. But I think that you can't. You're continuing the arc of Grogu, and I don't think you do that without at least some degree of focus on his training.
I have to say, Gideon was a lot less imposing than I thought he would be.
Yeah, I was a little
expecting him to be
disappointed on
much
what they did
more
with
threatening.
him.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have a trick up his sleeve or something, and he didn't.
I do think that's a good call out. Gideon kind of buckled and was a bit of a wimp. He even tried to kill himself.
But I don't think we're done with him. I think we'll see him.
I don't think we're done with him either. I think he's going to have his revenge.
He's gonna find a way out because they didn't kill him. They just
Can
He's
we-
going to
can
find
we
a
talk
way
about
to somehow
how-
get back and try to threaten the child again.
Can we talk about how Din took his helmet off for Grogu and Grogu
That
got
was
to
so
see his
cool.
face for the
That was
first time?
touching.
that was such a
know
touching scene.
what that meant, you know, like
Yeah.
it was so much more than him just taking his helmet off. You know, it was the bond between them. I'm sure that Grogu understood that he had a thing about taking his helmet off. It was the development of him meeting Bo-Katan and realizing the nuance within Mandalorians, and last episode having to take it off. And it's just like, I don't know. I felt like the only way he would willingly take his helmet off in front of somebody would be for Grogu, and that's exactly what we got.
hmm
I feel like it was his
We
way of
actually
showing
saw
Grogu that he's
emotion.
the most important thing to him. Like, he was showing Grogu that you matter more to me than any ideal that I grew up with.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
so cool. Yeah.
It felt way
The-
too much like a goodbye. I really hope that they don't make it so they don't see each other again.
Well, that's
That
the
would
thing
be-
is,
it
I
really
felt
felt
like
like a
that was
goodbye, though.
resolution. That was resolution.
Yeah, that
if
was
they
my
never
thought
see each
too.
other again, that would be very sad.
I think they're.
But
gonna
I can
make-
definitely see that happening.
I think they're gonna make the heart grow fonder. I think maybe for a season, maybe we won't see Grogu, and then he'll come back trained and maybe even speaking a little bit older.
There's no way they wouldn't bring
Acting or
back
something.
Luke, though. Like,
Dude,
No,
they're
Luke's-
gonna have to
by the
bring
way,
back Luke for something.
Luke Skywalker is already trending on Twitter, so I hope nobody goes on Twitter before seeing the episode.
But they wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want to keep Luke around. But like Grogu could come back to the Mandalorian.
Do you think
I
they
don't
might?
think
Next episode
I
might
don't
be
think
in a
Grogu's
few
permanently
years,
with
too.
Luke. I think it's
Might
like a
have taken them
sabbatical. I don't think he's there forever. Because
Yeah, exactly.
I think
He's
he
too
returns at
popular.
some point.
He's way too popular of a character. There's no way they're gonna just strike him off the
Plus-
show like that and have
plus
Mando.
in
They
the
on.
almost
current
also
canon,
have
if
to
he
write
stayed
him
forever-
away from Luke.
Plus, if he stayed in the
Mhm.
in the current canon, if he stayed forever, he would die. So, like, there's no way he always stays.
Right?
he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
return.
separates out because there's no sign of him in the sequel stuff, so they have to account for that.
Well,
Which this show's
there's
smart
no
enough
there's
to
no
do.
sign of Grogu in the sequel stuff, but that could also line up perfectly with he was killed by Kylo.
I don't think they're gonna resolve it that way. There's no way they're gonna.
I'm not
kill
disagreeing
Stan like
with
that.
you on that point, but I'm just saying that it does make sense that we don't see him in the sequels from that perspective.
Can we just appreciate that we got a Luke lightsaber scene in his prime?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
yeah,
we
that's
did.
the best
That literally
Well,
hasn't happened in over 30 years.
That's the
It's
picture of
literally
Luke.
been
It's very
Yeah.
nice.
35 years.
Can we appreciate the moment that Luke literally force crushed a dark trooper?
That's when I knew it was Luke.
He's
He
literally
uses,
his
like,
dad.
slight dark side abilities, man. Like,
Yeah.
he choked the Gamorrean guards in episode 6.
He's wearing black robes.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke. I mean, everyone that like said that like. I mean, I'll say. I mean, I don't really want to talk about TLJ here that much, but I'll say everyone acts
Don't
like
go
Luke
there.
was
Don't go
never
there.
dark, but here he was being a little bit dark. I feel like still in his combat style and stuff.
It's like Mace Windu. He's like the gray Jedi. That's what he is. He
Mhm.
uses the dark and the light, but he doesn't, I don't think he balances on either. I
Didn't
feel like that's
didn't
the whole
Mace
point.
come
He
up
brought
with a
balance to
different
the
name for
Force.
that though?
And
Sorry,
thus
what?
he is like the balance.
What do you got?
Didn't Mace come up with a different name for his fighting style because he did use both the light and the dark, and he kind of created that own thing.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
that
come
Vop
for
that,
it.
Windu uses,
Shadow
right?
Sorry, what? Everyone went quiet.
We just had a long.
Everyone's just
long
thinking.
pause.
Everyone's processing.
We got a
it.
question about Bo-Katan. In Rebels, didn't she receive the Darksaber from Sabine without doing a duel?
Yeah. Sabine.
So I don't know how she couldn't receive it from Mando.
I think it's
that
because
tied
this
in
time she's
because-
trying to be the leader of Mandalore.
Okay.
So if, like, let's say
I
word
feel
gets
like
out
she
from
kind of was
someone,
then too.
yeah, I don't know.
There's
I
got to
mean,
be an
she-
explanation.
Well,
I mean,
that- I had
Filoni was in
questions on
charge of
that.
both, so.
To be honest, when Gideon was saying that, I thought Bo-Katan was gonna try to beat Mando's ass.
I
That's
really
where I
did
thought
too.
that was going.
Well, then
We
also
still might see
she got
something
shot there
similar.
at the end. Do you think she died?
No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't kill off a character that
No, I thought
valuable.
that was the other Mando. The
No,
her
it was
chick friend.
Bo-Katan. I just went back and rewatched it. It was
Oh, was
Bo-Katan
it?
that got shot.
Where'd she
Wow.
get hit though?
Oh, so maybe that's
Oh.
where
Like the
Amanda's
leg and the
story
head.
goes. Maybe that's where his story
Wait,
goes.
so if
he
she's
dies,
dead,
he won
maybe
the
it's
dark saber from
has to be
Gideon.
fitting at
He
Mando
might
becoming
go
the new leader
to
of
free
Mandalore.
Mandalore.
Do you think they would kill her off like that though? I thought she was a very important character.
I
No,
don't
there's
know.
there's no
It
way
might be
there's
put
no
in,
way
like,
she's just
critical
dead. There's
condition.
no way she's just dead. She might be severely injured. Is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Maybe her being severely injured pivots towards Mando being the new leader of Mandalore.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
I'm not
that might be
strong.
where season
I've
He's
been
getting
wondering
mantle.
if they're building towards something like that because he's kind of in the middle of you've got the Death Watch and you've
Well,
got
we're-
Bo-Katan's
It's kind of
camp.
like that trope of like the hero that doesn't want the throne, but because they don't want the throne and the power, they're the best leader for it.
It
You know,
ends up
like
being-
How in
being-
like myths, like ancient,
Yeah.
like British, like all those myths where the person that is best suited for power is the one that doesn't want it.
so
I gotta
Mando
call
might
out a
end up
comment. I'm
being given
looking
it.
at I'm looking at the Mandalorian Reddit and reading through some of the comments, and one of the top comments is the CGI de-aging on R2D2 was phenomenal,
Oh my gosh,
absolutely flawless.
That's hilarious.
that's great.
How
That was
about that
really
scene
funny.
where the Dark Trooper is beating in Din's face and he just keeps going into the ship? Because his
I
helmet
thought the
is so
helmet
strong.
was gonna crack, dude.
Dude, Beskar is no
it's-
joke.
it's
I
the
thought
most
it might
moments.
too. I was like, this is where we're gonna see his face, but no.
The
I'm
Beskar
still-
spear heating up against the
Oh
dark
my
sabers.
gosh.
Oh, here's
Cool.
another good call out on Reddit. It was really cool to see Bo-Katan immediately recognize Boba was a clone from his voice.
Yes, that was cool.
That
Well,
was
I mean,
cool.
she killed quite a few clones in her day, I'm pretty sure.
It makes
so.
sense, but it was just such a good call out, such a
True.
good detail that they included, and I was almost disappointed that she called it out directly in that moment, because I at first you could tell she recognized it because of how they reacted. I thought I picked up on why. She knows he's a clone. And then she called it out specifically, and I thought that actually kind of took away a little bit for me. I like the more subtle, she realizes that's a clone. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like
I
it
think
was.
she knew who
I
he
feel like
was,
she said it
too.
to piss Boba off. Honestly, that's kind of what it seemed like. Like she was going at Boba. It was more of an insult than anything.
Yeah, Boba himself, not just a clone.
It seemed like she knew it, but she wanted to make sure he knew that she knew it.
The Dark Troopers play dubstep every time they get activated. That's pretty funny. Oh, Grogu forgot his little ball. So there we go, guys.
He has to return the ball. Yeah, man.
He's got to return
Obviously.
the ball. Oh my gosh.
She is standing up in the middle at the end of the episode too, so she did not die.
I figured she didn't. They wouldn't have done
like
that.
the
way.
I like the way that they've been revealing things, like the episode on Tython when you see Slave One fly up in the distance, you know, that was just like that subtle, like, oh my gosh, it's Slave One. And then in this episode with the X-Wing, where you just see the X-Wing go by, and I think all of us got chills, and immediately we're all thinking, oh my gosh, it's Luke. And then you see
honest, I
the
thought it was
hooded
Dave
figure.
Filoni at first.
Yeah, you see the hooded figure, and then you see him fighting. You see it's a green lightsaber, and then you see the actual hilt of the saber, and that's when you know if you've obviously been paying attention. I like the way they've been doing those big reveals.
That music was perfect too.
That Mog Boss Boba is a mood. That's someone's comment.
Music. That music, like the music in this show is so different from Star Wars. And
apparently they got the Bib Fortuna actor to come back to play him.
No way.
That's hilarious.
Someone just said that.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
He's like, yeah, I'll come back and get a shot.
Matthew Wood.
Wow.
I love how they did all of this filming during COVID, and a lot of other TV shows just have not been able to do good TV show filming during all of this, and they managed to just nail it.
How did they keep it secret?
This season was better than season 1.
I don't know, but they need to tell J.J. Abrams how to keep it secret.
I can't believe that they kept it secret. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's
That's
not
wild.
even a single leak. Not one.
How did they?
No.
Yeah, like how many people knew? You know, like that's amazing.
Yeah.
They
That's
film
a
it.
very
I
serious
think
crew.
part of what makes it easier probably is I believe they film 100% of the Mandalorian in a studio.
Yeah, in that volume.
So
that's the place they're recording.
probably easier to keep things under wraps, or you're not filming on location.
Disney also has rules against phones for both Marvel and Star Wars. Anything being filmed with those franchises, you have to go through certain security just to enter the building, which involves locking up your phone.
Yeah,
Wow.
but how did everything leak so hard for like the sequel stuff then?
I think for the
Was that-
sequel,
that's
somebody
because the actors suck.
somebody
I
left their
misspoke, guys.
script.
I'm sorry. It's Michael
Uh-oh.
Carter is Bib Fortuna, not my Matthew Wood. I misspoke.
Okay.
I see some comments.
All right. I am going to need to call that right there. I'm going to go get some sleep. For everyone who's still here, my stream will be probably later than usual. I'm probably going to sleep in a little bit later. But great episode. Everyone who stayed to talk about it, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you.
So much more to
Thanks for having us,
discuss.
guys.
I feel stunned by that episode. Absolutely stunned. So, man.
I will probably watch it again in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Multiple
It
times.
is
That's
morning.
going to be one of the first times I want to repeatedly watch like some battle scene stuff.
Yeah.
Like that music, that whole sequence was just
What's amazing is in
Amazing.
20 years, we're all going to look back and remember the night we saw this for the first
Yeah.
time.
Well, this is electrifying.
This
Like
is-
I feel emotionally exhausted after that episode. It was just so. And here's something to think about. Like you think about Star Wars, for the movies, how emotionally connected you get to them. I think a lot of you guys are probably emotional fans, like I am. I mean, Star Wars is one of the few things in this planet that makes me cry. I feel so emotionally connected to it. And that happens in a 2-hour film for me, times how many? The Mandalorian, we've been building this connection up to these characters through 2 seasons. Like there's so much more time that we're spending with these characters. And so while obviously I feel a tremendous amount of connection to the movies, especially because I rewatch them over and over and over again. This is some of the more intense, I think, what's the word I'm looking for? Immersion that I felt in a Star Wars story. And that moment of Din taking his helmet off, I can't think of a time for me personally that I've been more just absorbed in what was going on emotionally than anything
I think
else.
Favreau might have peaked here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the new pinnacle that things are going to be matched to in the future for Star Wars. So they better have.
I don't think Favreau's made anything better than this.
Yeah, that was good. That was great. Like, you know me, Cubs. I'm a pretty harsh Star Wars fan compared to you. I'm not as emotional, but that got me emotionally at the end there with Grogu and Mando. Like, because they built up that connection, like you said, so strongly over the course of the last couple seasons. You really felt their like, and here I am, I'm sitting here like getting all teary eyed. I'm like, I would never would have thought that I would have been emotionally touched by a little green dude and a man having a little moment, like, like that was, but that speaks to the power of the story that they built.
Yeah.
They did so good. And that's how it's meant to be. Like,
you build the world, you build the characters,
you take the time,
and you earn a scene that powerful because they spent the time and they spent the effort to do it right and to
it felt
build
so
that.
natural too.
It was
like there was no forced
it wasn't
feeling
forced.
with that.
The only thing I think that might have felt
natural,
forced is Luke's face. I still have a hard time with the CG editing of faces, which took away very subtly. It wasn't a big deal though. It wasn't a big deal. That's the only thing that felt kind of forced to me, but everything else
seemed
felt
like they
100%.
did it for secrecy. It really did.
Secrecy instead of having an
next
actor.
season. I think they have a live action person like Sebastian Stan. I really do.
I think that I just think to be fair, I'll say, like, with movies, they have to cram a bunch of stuff in a couple hours, and this got 2 seasons of runtime. So I think a really well quality good TV show is usually better than a movie because
I kind of agree with that. I almost feel like it's better for Luke to have this type of screen time. Like next season, it's wide open. They can do whatever they want. They can develop the show however they want. And I love that. Like, I have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm glad they didn't leave it off with like them chasing Moff still or something. Because that was just like, well, that's what they're doing next time.
I'm going to say it. This is the best hour of Star Wars I've ever seen.
It's at least top 5.
A close second for me is probably Darth Vader.
It is up there.
It's probably Darth Vader.
I put this in the chat earlier.
I'm a little emotional right
Star
now.
Wars I've seen since 2005.
I may bring it down a little bit, but I think this is the best Star Wars I've ever seen.
That was very close for me to be the best Star Wars. That was amazing.
It's best Disney Star Wars.
The Mandalorian series
Disney
itself,
Star Wars for sure.
Is the best Disney Star Wars.
I'll need to wait. I'll need to wait like a couple weeks to let the emotions settle down to give it an objective analysis. But right now, in my emotional state, this is the best Star Wars I've ever seen.
I can't wait for Death
They
Trooper
literally,
and
this is a great
Star Wars
comment.
Galaxy Heroes.
They literally gave Luke his own Vader hallway scene.
Yes, and they set
it's even
up,
better than that.
And they set up and they set up the Dark Troopers to be a threat, so you knew they weren't no pushovers when he wrecked them like that.
One of them literally almost killed Mando, and then he literally blazed through like what was it, 30 of them,
racing
without
through them,
without even trying. Like he just killed them like one shot each.
Yeah, it was this cool, really, what do you call it? Subverting expectations a little bit, because with Darth Vader, it was a bunch of really scared, just rebel dudes, getting wrecked by Darth Vader. Where in this, it was some really scary dudes getting wrecked by Luke.
It took Mando's Beskar spear.
Cool.
It took his whistling birds. It took his fist. It took literally everything he had in him to take down one of them barely, and he barely survived.
Yep.
And Luke blazed through all of them like nothing.
I gotta think they meant to echo Darth Vader, his father, in that scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
It had to be part of the design.
Had to have been.
That's so cool, though. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like that they did
the
that.
fear on Gideon's face when
he was scared. He was
like,
real
this
scared.
This is as bad as it could have gotten.
Yeah.
I love how Mando was like, open the door. He knew there was nothing to do. Once he saw those security cameras and Luke going through there, he's like, he's taken him whether I like it or not. So we
and
have
that's
to
the
just
first time. That's the first time that Mando really saw it. Like he met Ahsoka, so he kind of knew. But first time he really saw a Jedi, I feel like.
No offense to Ahsoka, she's nothing compared to peak Luke. She just isn't.
No,
they're different.
Isn't.
You're right. Okay, guys, we're going to call it there. This has been an amazing chat, everyone. I hope to see you on the live stream later today. We'll talk more about it at some point. But definitely, the comments of this video, spoilers are fair game, so feel free to jump down and tell me everything you guys felt and thought about this episode. All right. Thanks again for joining me, my friends. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,